What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll go ahead and show them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my AI co-host, and we dive into a wide range of topics in short-form videos just like these. So check it out. Links in the description below, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, this is going to be more of a market video, and I'm actually going to be focusing on Bitcoin first and foremost. So if you're here for like game content, feel free to skip this one. Obviously, I know that there's a lot of folks in the community that follow Bitcoin, that follow the rest of the markets, and there's something that I wanted to share with you, which was a stat that was floating around on X or Twitter, which caught my attention because I had never even realized it before, but it is relevant at this moment in time, and that stat is every week, every election week that over the past however many, I think going back even to like 2012, Bitcoin is actually at the lowest it will ever be at that time ever again. So meaning what? From here on out, if we follow this trend, and I'm recording this 2 days before the election here in the US, if we follow this trend, this dip that we're seeing is the lowest that Bitcoin will ever be ever again. All right. So again, none of this financial advice. It's just an interesting thing. And I wanted to show you, obviously, because we're having a decent sized dip here. We wicked down into the 67K range just earlier. And if you look at the all, again, I found this fascinating because I hadn't even really checked on it. You can see, let's go back to 2020, the week of like 11/8, we were at 15,000, 15,479. We didn't get that low. I mean, maybe we got close to it at some point in 2022, but we definitely didn't close there, right? And I don't know what it was closer to the election because I don't think the election was on 11/8. And then if you go back to, let's go to 2016, just for the fun of it, right? 2016, the first week of November, we have, let's see here, 11/5, $703. We definitely never went back down to that. And then, of course, you go back to 2012 and have some crazy fun there. Let's see. Let's go back to, where is it? Oh my gosh, I cannot get to it. Either way, oh, you know what? 11/4, $229. It's crazy because like right after that, right after the election, boom, check this out. Within a couple of weeks, $200 to $1,000, $1,100 by the first week of December. So all of that to say, what can we expect? How does this impact Splinterlands? Well, okay. Like I said, not financial advice. I have no idea what's going to happen from here on out. But if this is the lowest that we go, if this is the last dip that we see, maybe the markets start moving. Maybe it's only Bitcoin moving. Like I said, I've put scenarios out which I think are somewhat plausible, where Bitcoin is the thing that runs even through December. And we don't get an altcoin rally until sometime next year or in Q1 of 2025. Either way, I think Bitcoin starting to normalize out and no longer having dips at this level and potentially hitting a new all-time high, getting into price discovery mode will be a very positive thing, especially considering the fact that we have about 45 days remaining for the Rebellion sale, because in my opinion, that's the only thing that's going to help push Rebellion sales. Now, at this point, right, look, we've seen a lot of things that did not come to pass in terms of, once we got down below like 1.5 million packs, once the conflicts were over, right, we have a bunch of other things that people are spending money on, and with the proposal for Conclave Arcana coming out next year in like literally 6 months or even less than 6 months at this point, Rebellion seems somewhat dead in the water in terms of really pushing the sales higher. But I do believe if everybody has a little extra capital, and here's the thing, this extra capital is not going to come from in-game, right? I don't think that we're going to get the flywheel started. I don't think SPS is going to start, moving up. Obviously, DEC is not, it's even further away from PEG. But if people have capital from other areas, meaning that they're able to make gains from Bitcoin or some of the other, major L1s out there, Ethereum, Solana, because those are going to be the ones that move kind of in lockstep with Bitcoin, or at least to a certain extent in correlation with Bitcoin. If you have folks that take some of those gains, they may bring that into Splinterlands and spend on the Rebellion packs. Again, there's a lot of stuff to buy, right? We have the auction promo going live later this week. There's a third phase of Hall of Legends, and I'm sure people might be saving up for either land 1.75, which is hopefully coming out next year, as well as Conclave Arcana. But I'm still holding on to this idea, this dream of Rebellion. And I'm going to give up on it at some point, right? Obviously. And I think most people have, even Matt has given up on it. But I'm holding out hope that if there is some kind of nuclear movement by Bitcoin and we start to see crazy price action, especially following this election week, if this is going to be the bottom that we will never see again, right? 67K, 68K, if we'll never see that price target again, it could be pretty exciting. I'm not saying that we won't see all-time lows revisited for SPS, but if Bitcoin starts to make a move, then obviously the rest of the market's going to follow, and that could be something exciting and play back into where we're at with Rebellion, which, again, we're over 7.1 million burned. That's another almost 800,000 in the Dow. We haven't seen very many sales coming in. In fact, if I'm just doing the rough math here, we're at like 962, close to 963,000. So it's not many, right? Or 963,000. So it's not very many. At this point in time, I'd love to see another 500,000 packs, but that does translate to quite a bit of capital when you have other things that are going on sale, including Hello East the Hollow, which we saw was quite dominant. So this is the last hope for me. I think if at this point we don't see over the next couple of weeks a violent move upward from Bitcoin that starts to ignite the markets, then I think that'll be, I'll close the curtain on Rebellion and stop talking about pack sales. Granted, again, I'm not saying that there won't be any pack sales and that people may or may not buy, but I think that'll end up happening closer towards the end and it won't be as large, meaning we're not going to get to that 1.5 million. I'm still holding out hope. But I'm close to giving up, and I'm probably going to give it another week or two here. Maybe by mid-November, we'll make a decision on the channel if we're going to make that goal or not. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.